Welcome, foolish mortals.
Row 18, plot 20.
Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim, and this is Malcolm. We would like to thank you for stopping in for Dollar Tree Theater. This is episode 8, and it starts my month-long journey into the Robert the Doll lore. I've been able to pick up 4 of the first 4 Robert the Doll movies at the Dollar Tree. And I thought I would dedicate the whole month of July doing a review for each one of the movies. I've seen the first Robert movie for sure, and I rewatched it again to do this review. I'm not really sure if I've seen any of the other ones yet, so as I watch them, we will see. Now, Robert the Doll gets a lot of hate because they call it an Annabelle ripoff. So real quick, I'm going to give you a little history. So I'm going to look above the camera and read. So the doll originally belonged to Robert Eugene Otto, an artist described as eccentric. And it belonged to a prominent Key West family. The doll was reportedly manufactured by the Steiff Company of Germany, purchased by Otto's grandfather while on a trip to Germany in 1904, and given to young Otto as a birthday gift. The doll's sailor suit was likely an outfit that Otto wore as a child. The doll right now is in Key West, Florida. So it's in the U.S., it's in a museum. And yeah, so let's watch the trailer if you're not familiar with Robert the Doll. And Malcolm and I will welcome you back after the trailer. Okay, so as you see, this is a UK film, so trigger warning. If you don't like people driving in the passenger seat, then be careful watching this film. You can find this movie on a lot of streaming services for free: Tubi, Vudu, Prime Video. There are some new streaming channels that I found on Roku called Freevee and Monster Movies. It's an hour and 35 minutes. I think it's the longest of all the 5 movies. There might even be more. So it's a small cast of characters. There's an opening scene with a couple and their child, and the wife is distraught. They have a nanny, Agatha, and she tells them the doll is haunted. We cut through to Agatha now working with a new family. The mom has an illness. We don't know what the illness is, but I think we're led to believe that it is a mental illness, and she's an artist. And the husband is a lawyer. The mom is a little, the wife mom, she's a little annoying. Agatha, played by Judith Haley, is by far my favorite character, even though she's only in the first third of the movie, but she's been in a lot of other horror movies, most notably the Amityville Asylum, poltergeist activity and the exorcism of Anna Auckland. She also makes an appearance in the fourth film of the Robert series, Revenge. I'm going to guess that's going to be a flashback, but I don't know because I haven't watched that yet. It won't be for another couple weeks. So it's a cliche, typical, what you would think, haunted doll movie. Family has a doll, creepy stuff starts happening, noises, writing on the mirrors, things break, the nanny gets killed, the new nanny gets killed, and the babysitter gets killed, and so the mom thinks the son's doing it, the husband thinks the mom's going crazy, and then all those little things build up. There's a lot of shots in what I'm going to call from now through the series of 4 reviews, Robert Vision, where you have the Robert perspective, creeping behind corners and looking and running away through the bushes and whatnot. The mom goes to visit the original family that started the beginning of the movie to have a conversation about Agatha, and she finds out that they also had issue with Robert, and the mom is still hysterical and says, you have to go kill that doll, you have to stab it, burn it, tear it apart, whatever you have to do. And she's like, I locked it in the shed. And she's like, the shed's not enough. So she's racing home, driving from the passenger seat, and at this point the husband has already been slugged by Robert, and I won't give much more away than that, but it is, it's a typical haunted doll movie. Yeah, I can't say much more about that. It's the introduction to the series. I imagine that they're going to do more with the story, I hope. I mean, you can't keep replaying the same thing. Some little things that were kind of interesting to note. If you have a nanny, don't let your kid take any gifts, especially dolls, from the nanny right after you fire her. That would be one of my big takeaways. And also, never trust your mom if she says, you can tell me, I won't get mad, I promise. Mom's gonna get mad. Don't think that's gonna change. So it was only given a 3.1 star rating on IMDb. I rated it a little higher because, again, I have a thing for haunted dolls, and I like these movies, and they're easy to watch, and it is what it is. It's not for everybody. There's obviously phobias of dolls, so if you have that phobia, you may get more of an intense horror vibe from the movie than I do, but I do find them entertaining. There is kind of a shocking ending. The last scene of the movie ends in a really interesting manner. It's kind of a callback to Halloween, I want to say 4 ending type scenario. So I'll leave it at that. And then there's also the most fun music of the whole movie is from that scene into the end credits. But yeah, I can't wait to watch The Curse of Robert, and that will be episode 9 next week. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you haven't checked out Robert the Doll, do it, and it's available on a lot of different streaming services, like I said. So thanks for tuning in to the Dollar Tree Theater. Check out the other channels in my description that are also doing Dollar Tree Theater as well.
I would like to thank all the little people who work so hard to make this picture a success. I would like to thank them, but I really can't because I did it all myself.